And of course, we have the delay, and that's kind of blocking my screen there. Okay, live YouTube, live faceplant. Okay, volume sounds all right, even though I did make a little adjustment. A little adjustment in the mic. So let's see how it sounds. From station WDWL TV's storeroom, with great anticipation, we bring you the pride of this station, the grumpy old man, me. And for all of you, Dickhead is still on strike, so there will be no obligatory bow. Hey, Capsy, who won last night? I thought maybe you'd pop in and go, here's the score. Also, do the mics sound all right? I'm toying with using these for a while. They were microphones I bought over a year ago, and I couldn't use them because my Y connector, made in China, was worthless. So I had to buy an American-made Y connector. I like these mics. They're little itty bitty things. Matter of fact, here's where the XLR connector connects, and then that's it. They're amazing. They're Behringers. I bought them from a big company, Sweetwater. The other team won 6 innings score. Oh! Well, you can't win every one, but it would have been nice. Would have been nice to win, but now, at the end of the game, do they line up and high five each other or low five each other? Is sportsmanship still taught? Oh, the first game. Okay, well, Not everyone can win the opener, you know, but now it gives Grandma something to look forward to. But the next game, give us like, the score. Kathy, something that pisses me off. Back when I was playing sports, now we didn't do too much baseball or softball. We did like kickball, uh, volleyball. When we lost, we fucking lost. A lot of this shit today, it's like nobody wins, nobody loses. Because you don't want to hurt some poor little kid's feelings. Like, at the end of the season, the winners get an award. But the losers get an award too, because you don't want the losers to, have their little feelings hurt. No wonder we have so many fucking sissies today. Okay, off your soapbox, Grumpy. Yeah, it really pisses me off. Everybody gets an award. And the winning team gets an award, but the losing team gets a participation award. Back in my day, the winning team got an award, and the losing team got a, well, sorry, see you next season. Did you I don't know, behind the scenes, do you communicate with Linda? I know Ron does. I guess Ron and Linda text back and forth. Yeah, who came up with this shit? The losers are fucking losers. The winners are winners. They earned it. But everybody gets an award. And God forbid the winner's award is bigger than the loser's award. Oh. Did Linda tell you what happened yesterday? Perchance in the chat? I wasn't following. Although you weren't here. She said her son-in-law passed away. I was shocked. I don't know how old he is, but I would tend to think he had to be young. Well, I was just wondering because I know behind the scenes, a lot of people know each other like on a personal basis. Evidently, Ron and Linda know each other. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, I didn't want to go into details, but when she came in after she said hello and everything, I told her I was happy to see her because Ron said that she wasn't doing well. And she said, my son in law passed away. And she said, I loved him like he was my own son. And I almost fell off the chair. So I figured he's got to be young. And I didn't, like I said, I didn't go into it. I don't know if it was sudden. I would tend to think that, the way she kind of, it was sudden, although I don't. Yeah, I know certain people through emails and things. And, you know, you email back and forth for 4, 5, 6 months. You consider them a friend. Like, Josh and I, although Stone Vet is really bad about his emails, but, and Jeff and I were emailing back and forth, Hill Street Pirates, and Scotto and I, we talk about record collections because he's got a fucking huge one. And I consider them friends, but I don't have anybody's, phone numbers to text. So evidently Ron and Linda must really be close. I consider us close because we could have been standing shoulder to shoulder in Kaiser's Meats. I still can't get over that. Small goddamn world, I'll say that. And I mean, some people, now Jenny put a picture of herself in Discord because remember I made the comment it would be nice to have a face to put with a name, and the next day in Discord she took a selfie. Speaking of, I was just saying the one day I was talking about it would be nice to have a face with a name, and the next day you put a selfie in Discord. Now, when you pop up, I have a face. I picture you now. Not saying, Kathy, you have to send me a picture. It just was kind of cool. I opened Discord that day and, like, oh, look who's here. Jenny's here. And now Jenny's here. And I don't have to do a selfie. I'm right here. And I'm not like the newscasters, no makeup. Although they'd have to put makeup on me with a fucking cement trowel. Although I do have to start paying more attention to this. It's getting a little grungy. I have believe it or not, they make hot combs for men's beards. I have a hot comb. I have not been hot combing my beard. I was for a while. It was. Oh, have you paid any attention in the drugstores? All the shit they have for men's beards, beard oil, beard shampoo, beard balm, special beard combs. Jesus. Now, I have a little beard conditioner. I'm trying to get it. Believe me, it's like a wire brush. I'm trying to get it soft. Yeah. The one day I was at, where the hell was I? Walgreens. And I just happened to walk down the men's care aisle. And I was like, holy shit. 400 different beard balms, beard oils, beard conditioner, beard wash. Oh, yeah, they have special beard shampoo. Hey, Ron, how are ya? Oh, it shocked the shit out of me. I couldn't believe all the. And then there, you know, you don't have like a normal, we'll say, oh, what was the big one back in the day? Men's aftershave. That imported shit. Lilac vegetal. Every barber used it. Oh no, you have cedar wood and banana and sandalwood and concrete scent. Unbelievable. I could see me walking in the store and one of my little cutie cashiers go, "Gee, Grumpy, you smell like a tree." Well, thank you. Maybe. Yeah. Redwood and chamomile, every scent under the beard balm, beard oil, beard wash, beard conditioner. I bought the beard comb to try to straighten this thing, but I've been very laxed. Because what I'd like to do is get it straightened and then get it straightened. Yeah, I didn't know that regular shampoo isn't for beards. You have to use beard shampoo. What's it got in it? Motor oil? I don't know. Yeah, everybody wonders why every time they build a new store, the store is bigger and bigger and bigger because you need more aisle space for every new product on the market. God, I remember back in the day, the cereal aisle. You had cornflakes or oatmeal. Now you walk in the store, there's 400 feet of every goddamn cereal imaginable. I was looking at that what the hell is it? Kellogg's Kwashi. You read the ingredients, it's like sticks and twigs and bark. Is it cereal? That's like I was reading recently about King Charles. He has all kinds of special shit for breakfast. Like that kashi and only certain kinds of honey and certain kinds of jam. And I talk about a fussy ass breakfast eater. And it all has to be all natural. Yeah, like Yo Gibbons. What the hell was his big thing? Hickory nuts or pine nuts or some shit. Yeah, here's King Charles. Everything he eats has to be natural. He's still got fucking cancer. Eat some preservatives, asshole. I can't wait. There are mumblings that he is going to step down and let William take over. I can't wait. I'm sick and tired of seeing him and Godzilla. I'd like to see William, boy, he'll modernize the monarchy. And I read the other day, as soon as he becomes king, he's going to fucking banish Andrew. Literally banish him. Which he should have anyway, after he got caught fooling around with that 16 or 17-year-old with, what's his name? Epsom salts or whatever his name was. Boy, talk about tarnishing the monarchy. Ho, ho, ho. I bet old Liz sat him down and turned him over her knee. Yeah, what the hell was Yule Gibbons' thing? Wild hickory nuts? Was that his claim to fame? I remember him. What a goofball. Almost like Juan Valdez picking one coffee bean at a time. Good old Juan Valdez. Boy, he disappeared. Once he passed away, no more Juan. Oh, God, what was that line from? It's good to be king. What? Oh, Mel Brooks. History of the World Part 1. I love that. I have that DVD. I watch it every now and then. I like when B. Arthur said, "Oh, a bullshit artist." I love anything Mel Brooks did. Oh, but that History of the World Part 1, that was a riot. Yeah, he's still alive. He's working on a new movie. He's like 98 years old, still going strong. Oh, I'm trying to. Oh, God, I can't remember. Oh, I'm trying to think of his buddy. What the hell was his name? He was in a lot of Mel Brooks movies, too. Matter of fact, his sons were movie stars. Oh, God, I can't remember. No, not Gene Wilder. Oh, because his sons were also not Ritter. Oh, God, it's not Ritter. Because he was in the Dick Van Dyke Show, and him and Mel Brooks were real close friends. Because I had read in Mel Brooks' autobiography where after both of their wives passed, Mel Brooks would go over to his house. The two of them would sit and have dinner and watch Jeopardy. Yeah, Carl Reiner. Yeah. When both of their wives passed away, every night Mel would go over to Carl's house. Hey, Linda, how are you, dear? They would order out, and Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner would have dinner together and watch Jeopardy. And they did this every night. I thought it was cool that they were, that good of friends that Mel would drive over in his Porsche and they would have dinner every single night. I understand, Linda. My sympathies, dear. I was really shocked to hear. If you don't feel like staying, that's okay. We understand. I'm just, I was as shocked as everybody else. Can I ask how old he was? If you don't want to talk about it, that's perfectly fine. He had to be young. I feel sorry for your daughter. I really do. Well, you too. I mean, not to slight you, but it's, oh my God, that's young today. Jeez, that's goddamn young today. God, oh man, I'm really sorry to hear it. Hmm. It's hard to even think about that. I'm I'm thinking when I was 50, boy, I was just getting my second breath. Mm-mm-mm. Oh wow, right out of high school. God love them both. Wow. I like to hear stories like that where high school sweethearts get married. A lot of my classmates married, God, I can ramble off a shitload of them. Man, I would say at least a third of our graduating class had to be at least a third. Wow, five grandchildren. Well, those are, at least you'll have some to keep you busy. Yet, Linda, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine how hard, yeah, especially as close as you were to them. Like I say, my sympathies and my condolences to your daughter. That's shocking to hear. God, what do they say today? That 50 is the new 30. They say 70 is the new 50. I hope so. I got shit to do. Got to get my RAV4 running. Got to finish my negotiations on the Passat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I understand, Linda. Yeah. It was nice having a son in law that was there for you anytime you needed him. Yeah, it's going to be especially rough. But take it, one day at a time. Yeah, yeah, we all will see each other again. But it's just age 50. My God, that's young. God, I was watching today a bunch of old Judge Manning's YouTubes. Man, I miss her. Oh boy, that makes it even tougher. Oh my God, sorry, really sorry to hear that. Well, one day at a time, dear. That's all you can do. Take it one day at a time. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm speechless. I just thinking about it, I'm speechless, and that's tough for me. Very rarely am I speechless. My damn back support keeps sliding down. I'm gonna have to bungee cord it in space. That one too. Although, best investment I ever made, this chair. Last week I finally did the full tilt. This thing is amazing. You you slide the footrest out, and the damn chair goes back. Oh man, almost a full recline. Give me a blanket, and I could have taken a nap in this thing. Yeah, well, that's all you can do. One day at a time, and it ain't going to be easy, but you just trudge forward. And right now, you're going to be in survival mode for quite a while. More in a daze, really. Because right now, it fully hasn't set in. You're right now you're in that disbelief stage. But hang in there, dear. Just we're all behind you here. You know that. And you got a lot of YouTube friends. A lot of people that you can reach out to. That's one thing nice about YouTube. You got that worldwide family. And everybody cares. So you got a lot of support behind you, even if it's just like this. I can't be there for you. I can be here for you, but we're all there for you. Hey, look who's here, 4207. How you doing? I'm not getting nosy, but I take it was sudden and not expected. I don't want to pry. I don't just. I like calling him 4207. Sounds like a real secret agent. You could tell how far down on the list he is. 007, 4207. Like, yeah, that's like we have this through my insurance is through, and Kathy would know, Metro Hospital. And they have this, and I'm sure everybody has their own. We have this thing called My Chart, and it's got all your information, all your doctors, and so I get, hey, look who's here. This is Metcal. All right. Oh my God. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Linda. Yeah, I'll tell you what. My first, and I don't tell this story. I went in for my first chemo, not knowing what to expect, which basically was the shock of my life, especially when the pharmacist came in with 47 bags and two big machines and a moon suit. Looked like she got, out of a space capsule. So I get all wired up, garden hose in each hand, and my chemo nurse said, "This is going to make you sleepy." Okay. I was in a little private room, nice lazy boy recliner. So I crank back to take a nap. Well, I go to sleep in a lazy boy recliner over in the cancer center. I wake up in the emergency room across the street. And what happened was, I ended up with like, what the hell did they say? A liter of fluid in my lungs, and I almost stopped breathing. So they had to do some real adjusting on my next chemo treatment. What really pissed me off, if that wasn't enough, now, I rarely buy any clothing at the Bullseye store. I had a brand new shirt on. It was like $35. I bought it because I really liked it. Hated spending the money. I also bought a pair of jeans. Wranglers. $65. Do you know how they remove your clothing in the emergency room? Not unbuttoning. They cut the shit out of my brand new clothing that I had just put on that day. I drove home after they certified me to do it in 2 hospital gowns. Oh yeah, Kathy. See, my oncologist said, we're really gonna be really aggressive. Well, that first treatment was a little too aggressive. Yeah, I ended up with, I think he said, a liter of fluid on my lungs. I started to stop breathing. I guess all the alarms went off. And man, I'll tell you what, did I have a sore chest. Man, they beat the shit out of my chest. I thought they broke my ribs. All the pre-testing showed on paper that I could handle what they were going to give me. No. Yeah, my chemo nurse said every alarm went off in the world in that room. Because my next treatment, I said to her, I says, well, what the hell? Well, when all the alarms went off, they literally threw me on the floor and started beating on my chest. I don't know if they were I think they were probably doing CPR. Oh man, my rib cage was fucking sore. And luckily, the cancer center is right across the street from the emergency room. So they dumped me on a gurney and right across the street. Then when they discharged me, they handed me a baggie with all my destroyed clothing. I said to I said, very easily you could have unbuckled my belt, pulled down my zipper, and yanked my pants off. Oh no. I think they wanted to see if their shears would work on that blue jean material. So my second treatment, they dialed it back quite a bit. But I'll tell you what, my second treatment and, the third That chemo nurse sat right next to me constantly. She never left that room. But luckily they had I didn't even know they had me hooked up to some alarm system. Because they were giving me a hard time about driving home. I said, I'll be all right. Just give me some fresh air and a cigarette. I'll be good to go. Oh, I missed the chat. All right, Mrs. M, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Always like when people pop in to say hi. Gee, I was reading a news article about violators in Detroit. I guess they're on a sweep. People, six, eight, $10,000 worth of unpaid tickets. How the hell can you rack up that many tickets and they don't do a goddamn thing? I know some goddamn cities, if you've got over $200 worth of unpaid tickets, they boot your car. They send a crew out and they put a fucking boot on your car, and you can't get the boot taken off till you pay the tickets. Or get on a payment plan. Oh, really? You literally gotta. I didn't know they drew targets on you. Well, you know, got to aim that machine at the right place. But I didn't. I thought maybe they just marked it with a surgical magic marker. Wow. Unbelievable. See, I didn't have to go to do radiation. I mean, they talked about it, but I didn't have to go through it, luckily. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Many cities, they don't let you. I think the biggest offender had $12,000 in unpaid tickets. Now, I know, Detroit has been going through a bunch of bullshit, but don't you have somebody, man, Detroit saying, oh, we need money. Well, collect your goddamn tickets. Oh, so that they didn't have to basically every time they just put a permanent. Well, that makes sense. like I say, never having to go through it. And I don't know anybody that ever has, so yeah, I could understand. That way, anytime you need it, they know right where to aim that. Oh, I love watching Judge Cafrio. Is he still doing? I don't know if he's. I thought he retired finally. I know he got diagnosed with cancer. Boy, that was a shocker. I like when he pulled out that big giant gavel. He was pretty fair. They need more judges like him. I really liked watching him. What the hell was the show? Caught in Providence or something? I like some of the wild stories some of them people would tell. Oh, yeah, I knew he got that. I didn't know what it was. Hey, Dynamo, how are ya? Welcome to the crowd. Well, if they caught it early enough, a lot of time they can cure it. But he's got age against him too. Like we don't, but hell of a guy though. I like during traffic court when he would tell people how to make meatballs. Get a loaf of bread, soak it in milk, and then roll them up like an egg. Don't roll them in a ball. Yeah, I don't know how many times he gave his mother's meatball recipe out during traffic court. I was kind of waiting for him to pull a plateful up one day. I still remember the one where the mother had like her 5 or 6 year old, and he had them bring him up on the bench. And when his mother got done with her spiel about her ticket, Judge asked the son, "What do you think?" The son goes, "Guilty." He didn't even hesitate. Guilty. Mom was like, "No, no, no, no." That was one of my favorite shows right there. They ran the tape, they played the video. He asked the little kid, "Well, what do you think?" Guilty. Wasn't that hilarious? That little kid didn't even hesitate. Guilty. Oh, man. And people thought that was all scripted. That was freaking live traffic court. Yeah, that cute little kid. after they run the tape. What do you think? Guilty. And the mother was there like, no, no, no. I think he cut her some slack on the fine. I used to watch it all the time. I can't remember what channel it was on. Oh yeah, he didn't hesitate. He There was no thinking. They rolled the tape, the lights came back on in the courtroom. What do you think? Guilty. I bet your mom had a few words with him on the way home. No McDonald's for you. No chicken nuggets. But he was great. He just had a wonderful personality. I miss watching him. And he'd always turn to the prosecutor. What do you think? They made a great team, him and the prosecutor. Has anybody watched the new Judge Judy? Talk about ruining. I don't. What does she call herself? Judy Justice? You know, they listen to the case, and then she has to confer with that aide or whoever the hell she is. They ruined that program. And then the thing that shocked me was she didn't. What was her bailiff's name? She didn't even ask him if he wanted to do the new show with her. He was really hurt because he'd been with her for years. God, he was with her before she went on TV. And then she decides to do her own show and literally cut him right out of the picture. Oh, you know, she has to confer back in her chambers. And who is that girl? Is that one of her relatives? You know, let's get some more family in the show. I watched about maybe a week's worth and I was done. I was like, who the hell came up with this idea? And that bailiff she's got the personality of a dead fish. But I saw an interview. God, I can't remember her bailiff's name. And the guy doing the interview asked him, Bird, yeah, the Birdman. the interviewer asked him, "How come you're not doing the new?" And he come right out and said, "She never said a word to me. Didn't didn't even ask him like, would you like to or no, just like he didn't exist." I thought that was dirty. Extremely dirty. He had been loyal to her. Like I say, he was her bailiff when she was doing regular court before it hit TV. And when she decides to go out on her own and start her own production company, she never said a word to him. That changed my opinion of her real fast. Talk about, I want all the money for myself. Because he said he would love to continue on. He enjoyed doing it. But she just chopped him like. Oh, you see the way she is now? Now that she owns the show, man, she gets freaking nasty. I wouldn't take some of the shit that she dishes out. I mean, I liked when she put people in their place, but not the way she is now. And the one thing that, you know, like she always said, get it in writing. Don't do a handshake deal or, oh, we're buddies, I'll trust you. That's the one thing she did stress. But yeah, what does she call herself? Judy Justice? I think that's what it is. Judy Justice. Because I watched maybe 2 weeks worth. And I remember the first show, you know, when she, oh, we're going to take a break, and they go back in chambers, and she bullshits with whoever that, and then the girl sits in the courtroom and interjects her 2 cents. I'm like, who wrote this script? Yeah, there you go. I think it's justice, not jackass. I think you spelled that wrong. But that would be the perfect name. She she ruined it. She ruined that show. But see, every time there was a renewal, she said basically her and whoever was Chief Poobah, they would meet in a restaurant for lunch, and she would put her demands in a little envelope and slide it across the table. And she said it wasn't a negotiation. So, like if the Grand Poobah, whoever he was, pulled an envelope out of his pocket, she was like, oh no, this isn't a negotiation. This is what I want. And they kept giving in to her because look at the draw that she had. They knew she was a moneymaker for the station. But she got greedy. Because just before it ended, she got super greedy. And that was the first time the Grand Poobah, whoever he was, said, we need to discuss this. And then she said, well, I'll just start my own show. Thank you. And she's got a gazillion dollars, so she bought her own production company, she owns everything. So, of course, whatever way she wants to do the program, and basically, whoever was supplying the money followed her because they knew people would continue to watch her until they saw how screwed up the program is. Because people don't realize everybody gets paid. Everybody gets paid. The plaintiff, the defendant, the plaintiff gets what she wants if she wins, and the defendant gets paid for coming on the show. I can't do that. I can't do that on Prism. My platform, I can't do that. If I was on YouTube alone, but see, with me being on Prism, I'm broadcasting on two platforms, so I can't go out and join somebody. Like tomorrow night when Shiz does Maya Ween, I have to log in strictly on YouTube in order because she's going to bring me up on the show. But with me on dual platforms like this, I can't do no links or anything. For a while, I managed an 8-suite apartment building. A friend of mine, when I was out on disability, or before I got my disability, he needed an apartment manager. So for that year that I wasn't getting any income, one of my tenants was on Jerry Springer. And man, they sent a limousine to pick her up. They flew her to New York or wherever Springer was doing his show from. They put her up in a hotel, and not no cheap Motel 6. All expenses. They gave her like $300 expense money, plus they paid her to be on the show. You made out when you go on them shows. They flew first class on top of it, and like I say, a limousine, not not an Uber. They sent a limo to pick her up, take her to the airport, flew her first class, gave her spending money so that if she wanted to shop, I don't know, I can't remember if they recorded the show in New York or out in Burbank, wherever Springer was recording. Because I saw the whole itinerary. I couldn't believe it. And she got paid, like, on top of everything, she got paid like $400 to be on the show or some shit, $500 to come out and, make an ass out of herself. It was some 90% of Springer's was cheating bullshit, but yeah, she was seeing a married guy, and his wife didn't know about it. It was one of them theme shows about cheaters. Now, that would be the last thing I would do. It's right into a show and say, I'm cheating with a married guy and his wife don't know. Although she was about 3 sandwiches short of a picnic anyway. The elevator didn't go to the top floor. But yeah, I saw the whole itinerary. Because she was behind, get this, she was behind on rent. And I was getting ready to evict her. And she went, oh, I'm going to be on Jerry Springer. When I come back, I'll catch the rent up. And I said, yeah, you're right. And then she gave me from the production company. I was like, holy shit. And then she come back and stiffed me on the rent, and I ended up evicting her anyway. And believe me, eviction court wasn't like Jerry Springer. I did that for about 18 months, and I told him, hey, this shit ain't worth it. Find somebody else. I did not enjoy being Mr. Landlord. Goddamn tenants that call you at 2:30 in the morning. I got a broken light bulb. Well, change it. What do you expect me to do about it? It's 2:30 in the morning. You woke my ass up. Is the building on fire? Well, no. Well, call me in the morning. Oh, I'll tell you what. I don't know how people can own, you know, apartment buildings or double houses and rent that shit out. Goddamn tenants are all freeloaders. That was like I was watching uh, a Judge Simpson eviction case. This woman, get this, she had hyper. Oh God, what the hell was it? Hyper microwave sensitivity. She couldn't be near cell phones, Wi-Fi. She couldn't go out in public because of the microwave. And she was like a year behind in her rent. And came up with this excuse. Oh, I can't even leave my house to come to court. If I get near a microwave tower, I'll fry. Judge Simpson was sitting there, oh, the look on his face like, what? Yeah. She said if she got near any microwave signal, she would fry. But she was on a cell phone. That's like the other day I saw something with, what's his name? Robert Kennedy Jr., Sr., whatever the hell he was. Boy, I'll tell you what, he embarrassed the family. The family was staunch Democrats. He turns Republican, then he turns independent. And then he begged Trump for a job. Please. You hear him talk? Jesus Christ, talk about a gravelly voice. And he was ranting and raving about how much radiation comes out of cell phones. Today's cell phones are hardly emitting any radiation. Believe me, they build that shit in to eliminate it. These cell phones eliminated radiation. That's why they called the Motorola brick the brain fryer. That explains why I'm the way I am. Using this for several years. Oh. I still have it. The original cell phone. The Motorola brick. And it weighs like a brick. No texting. No camera. All it did was make and receive phone calls. And see that tiny little screen? I wish I could charge it to show you how itty bitty the numbers were. You could barely see the phone number. The original brain fryer. Now it's my desk paperweight. The Motorola brick. Back then, $1,200. Grumpy was dumb enough to buy one because he had to have one of the first cell phones out. Couldn't get a signal for shit. But I had to have one. And there it is. The brick phone. The real radiation emitter. That's my desk paperweight. I drag it out every now and then and I show the kids. They're like, how do you send a text message? Where's the camera? No camera. No Google. No apps. Just make a call, receive a call. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'd love to take it out and show the kids every now and then. Actually, if I could find a charger, I could actually use that phone. Even though it's, God, when did I buy that thing? The 80s? I keep it for fun. Yeah, it's in the corner of my desk. It's a paperweight. But every now and then, I'll take it out and show the young generation what we had for cell phones. And somewhere, I have the first Motorola flip phone. I've got it somewhere. I kept it. The original flip phone. And it's not that little StarTAC. It was almost as big as that brick. Yeah, when the flip phone came out, I called my cell phone agent. I said, I want one. Then good old Steve came out with the iPhone, and it changed the world. And I've never owned one. I've been a loyal Android user. Mainly because I'm cheap. Why am I hearing strange noises? Somebody's always got a... It's not the door. I'm hearing strange noises. Hang on a second, people. I'm hearing strange noises coming from my kitchen. I'll be right back. If I don't get tangled up in all the wiring. my goddamn cat. Now, I put brand new magnets on my cupboard doors. Extra strong magnets. He opened the cupboard door and he was in exploring my pot and pan cupboard. I'm going to have to put locks. I thought these goddamn magnets were strong enough. They're industrial strength magnets. I don't know what it is with him and that one cupboard. He likes the pots and pans, I guess. He goes all the way in the back of the corner of the cupboard and wants to take a nap. So I go up to the hardware store and I says to the guy, hey, I need cupboard magnets. But I said, I need them like strong enough to hold a rocket ship on the launch pad. So these are commercial. They don't work for shit. My cat's still got the cupboard open. So much for the commercial strength magnets. And it's just that one cupboard. I guess I'm going to have to do what I originally was going to do. You know, like a door slide latch. It's what I'm going to have to put on the cupboard doors next. Yeah. I could kill him. I'll fix him. No treats tonight. That's it. No treats for you. Oh. It says my YouTube signal is operating at 100%. Wow, wonderful. Glad to see that. I'm getting a little nervous because Scotto, maybe tomorrow, he was going to send me the link for Halloween tomorrow. And so far I haven't got no email with no link. I guess I'll have to just show up in Shiz's chat and he'll extend me a link. Because I'm going to be in costume. It won't be anything like Scotto's. Because Scotto goes all out Hollywood with his stuff. But I've had a costume for a month now. Waiting for Halloween. I don't know what time she's starting. She usually starts around 8:30, doesn't she, with her chants? Somewhere around that range. Although with tomorrow being Halloween, she might be starting earlier. Yeah, I can't wait to see Scotto's costume. Like I say, mine won't compare. But I'm showing up in costume. It's right there. See it? It's hanging on the door. No, I'm not. I'm not turning the camera. No. You just have to wait till tomorrow night. And if you don't see it tomorrow night, I might wear it Sunday. So if you don't get to see it even if I get in, I don't know. I was supposed to get a link. So far, no link. I'll wear it Sunday. You're going to be there. You'll see it then. Like you say, don't expect anything over the edge. But I do have a costume. Purchased it off of Temu.com. I bought both pieces off of Temu. Because when I got the costume, I had to have something to go with it. So I searched, and I have two different ways I could wear the costume. We'll put it that way. Maybe if Shiz allows me, I'll do a mid show change and go from one part of the costume to the other part. Because I bought the first part and I was like, nah. So then I bought the second part. So I can make a switch. Either way, it'll be interesting. Although maybe I'll combine the two pieces into one. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to combine the two accessories into one. Yep. Wait till tomorrow. I just got the idea because I was going to do either one or the other. But what I'm going to do is combine them into one. That will blow Scotto away. He'll be shocked. I just thought of that now. Instead of doing here's costume one, and here's, accessory one or accessory two. I'm going to combine them. You guys will love it. You will love it. I gotta do it. I'm gonna combine both sets of accessories together. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait now. Scotto better send me a link. Because I'll have a hard enough time the way it is if I have to go into the chat and then he'll put a link in the chat. That's too sophisticated for me. Because he sent me instructions. He said, go on YouTube, get set up, turn your volume off so there's no feedback. And then I have to plug I'll have to wear earpods. Plug the earpods into your computer instead of into your microphone. And that way, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. You guys are going to love it. You guys are going to love it. Oh, I'm excited now. I didn't give it any thought. What I was going to do is put the costume on with accessory 1. And then go dark for a minute and switch over to accessory 2. Why? Combine the two together. Oh, Scotto will love it. He'll laugh his ass off. I hope Shiz enjoys it. I didn't think because what I was going to do was come on and then go dark for a minute, do a quick swap, and come back. No. I'm going to combine the two together. Oh. Tomorrow morning I'm going to go in front of the mirror in the bathroom, put everything on, so I know what I look like. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Especially considering I got an invite. That's like being invited to the Academy Awards, being on Shiz's, show. Oh, it's going to be fun. I just have to find because I can't wear these. I have to find I've got those over the ear, the old style headphones that we used to. Where the hell did I put them? Because I can't wear the ones that just stick in your ear. I need the ones, I got the ones that it has the over the ear piece to keep the piece in your ear. I hope they're over in Studio One. Oh, I got all day. I got all day to find them. Oh, you guys will love it. You'll love it. I'm getting excited, and it's 24 hours before the show. I'm going to be 3 feet off the ground tomorrow. Gee, if it works out, I might go trick-or-treating this year. I'll probably get rocks thrown at me. Get out of here, old man. Not with the crappy candy people give out today. Not like back in my day when you got big candy bars, popcorn balls, candy apples, caramel apples. I'm guessing like around 8:30 because she usually starts her programs around 8:30 all the time. So I'm guessing that's why I've been looking all day for an email from Scotto because he told me he was going to send me a link in an email. So I'm assuming 8:30, which means tomorrow will be a shortened show so that I can change into my costume real quick. And then get everything all set up for. Oh, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to. Oh man, I don't. I might have to change this microphone. No, I should be able to use it. I'll just lower it down a little bit. That'll work. Because you want to see the costume. You don't want to see microphones. Although I can move them out of the way. See, at one time, I don't know if anybody ever followed what's his name, Hezekiah. He does a show early in the morning, but he used to do a Saturday afternoon. So I was going to get my big break, my introduction to the world on his show, because the idea was to get me more subscribers. Well, he moved from Florida to Minnesota. And he scrapped the Saturday show a week before I was going to make my big premiere on somebody else's stream. Because we had done a test run. And then that ended it. And then I was begging, like Stone Vet. He was like, I only put veterans on my show. Okay. Then I was begging Jeff. He just kind of ignored me. Then I was begging Shiz, and she was like, oh, I'll think about it. And then she gave me an invite. So I'm going to make my world premiere on somebody else's show. Hopefully it gains me some subscribers. I'm kind of lingering at 96 right now. I'd like to get 4 more at least. At least I think it's still at 96. I know it was yesterday. I didn't check today. 8 o'clock Central. Yeah, I'm Eastern Standard here. And so is Shiz. That way it works for me. We're in the same time zone. Still at 96. Okay, maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll gain 4 more. That would be cool. June 1st, open my YouTube and find, whoa, we hit the big 100. You know, it still amazes me seeing some of these people with 100,000 subscribers, 300,000. I'm like, what are they doing to get that many subscribers? It just blows my mind to see that many. And then, you know, these people that have 1 million. Unbelievable. Bruce Rivers, I think, has 1 million. I'm pretty sure he's got both the YouTube buttons. He's got the silver and the gold. Yeah, you get too big and you lose the coziness. Like this is, you know. Like I say, we're sitting around the kitchen table having a cup of coffee. I like it cozy too, Linda. It works great for us. I, you know, it would be nice to have a shitload. I couldn't, like Kaiser, you know, it got to be a point you couldn't even follow the chat. It was moving so goddamn fast with people. Although I'd like to get Glenn Harlow for a subscriber. I could use that $4.99 3-4 times a night. It still amazes me. That guy must have gobs of money. I wonder if he's still got followers paying subscriptions. Has anybody taken over his channel? Well, Linda, you got to take care of the fur babies. Like I can guarantee, mine is right outside that door, waiting for dinner. Because he knows every night after the show, he gets his delectables and his bowl of meow mix. I got different. I usually get Frisky seafood flavor. I got these meow mix tender middles or something. They look like little pork chops. It's cool when I pour them in the bowl. It looks like a bunch of tiny little pork chops. Well, I figured, you know, if somebody took over his channel That way, the subscription money could go towards his commissary. Because I don't see Kimmy fronting his commissary every month. If she's still living with his mother. See, I thought for sure she would take it over. That way you'd have commissary money. She could do updates. When he, make a phone call home, and then she could broadcast what's going on, like, him doing roll call in jail every night. Because I definitely don't see, his mother sending commissary money every month. Because what he was making on YouTube was, helping pay the bills. Oh, is she not there anymore? Well, she figured that was a losing cause now. Time to start publishing her pictures all over the internet again. She'll find her a new Kaiser. I could never find the pictures. Not that I searched that hard, but from what I heard, they definitely weren't, Playboy magazine quality. We'll say that. Because Stone Vet said he saw them. And he kind of got blinded for a while. He had to get his eyesight back. Oh boy, I gotta watch what I'm saying. The hate mail will be coming in. Oh, I would almost guarantee she's telling everybody he's not guilty. They got the wrong guy. They set him up. What are you laughing at, Kathy? When I said Stone Vet went blind when he saw the pictures, he definitely did not give a good rating. From what everybody has said that saw them, she looked like a shaved gorilla. Oh yes, he said when he opened that picture, it looked like whoa. He did not have kind things to say about her and her glamour shots. They weren't glamour shots. Especially when he said it looked like she hadn't washed her brassiere in a year. Ugh. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, man. I just got. Oh. I'm gonna have to pour peroxide in my eyes now. Just imagining what that looked like. Oh, ugh. Oh, Josh, he did not have kind things to say, especially when he kind of described her physique. We'll leave it at that. He said it was not a pretty sight. I could see why she latched on to Kaiser. He was the only one that asked for more pictures. Oh God, I can't stop. Oh God, I can see Kimmy. You want more? Wait a minute. Snap, snap. Oh no. I would go into what he had to say, but I'm trying to keep it clean. Yeah, I could see Kimmy getting an email from Kaiser. Send me more pictures. I want to marry you. Wait a minute, Michael. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Oh, I needed that. I haven't laughed that good in a while. Holy shit, you want some more pictures? Oh, I could just see his hard drive. About 400 pictures of Kimmy in different poses. Sent him a video with her slinging her dirty bra around. Oh, I gotta quit. I gotta stop. Yeah, right, Linda. Yeah, that's the best both of them could do. He latched onto her, she latched onto him. Oh boy, I got a boyfriend. Oh. You want more pictures? FBI starts searching his hard drive. They take it out and they burn it. Incinerate that thing. Oh, God. I'm going to get in trouble for this. Somebody's going to tell her, oh, I'm going to get in trouble. There's spies everywhere. I'll be getting hate mail now. That's the problem. There's spies everywhere. Yeah, but Linda, when he described what was inside the dirty bra, I lost it. He went into great detail. Oh, I almost pissed my pants that day. he he went into exact detail. I was rolling. I was rolling on the floor. Especially when he said that broad didn't look like it was washed in a year. I was like, oh. Describing in detail the sweat stains. Oh, I tell you what, I love Josh. I just love it. He can go off on a rant sometimes. He's a trip. But that day, he he went into minute detail. I was losing it. Not more like dinner plates, Ron. Uh, you know, how can somebody send photos out like that? If you're going to advertise on the internet, wouldn't you want to look appealing? I definitely wouldn't stand in line to text message her. Like, oh boy, I want more pictures. Yeah, just kind of picture this, the size of a dinner plate. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, God. I'm sorry. Oh boy, I'm going to get in trouble. Oh, jeez. I just thought I looked at my background. I was like, oh no. Oh boy. I'm sweating. Oh, calm down, Garpy. Your blood pressure's going. Kathy, more like ceiling fans. not not only fans, ceiling fans material. Uh, I just I can't imagine putting pictures like that out on the internet. Because once it's on the internet, you can't erase it. It don't go away. And it's sad to think that those pictures circulated all around the world. And now there's about 500,000 poor people in the world that are blind. They had their pupils seared right out. Oh, I gotta quit. I gotta quit. Oh, God, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I went overboard tonight. I try so hard to keep this somewhat clean. I'm going to be in so much trouble now. Because there's spies everywhere. I learned that one day when, before I got educated to Kaiser, I would follow him nightly. And I would go into his chat. And then one afternoon, I was in Josh's chat. And that night, oh, I got banished live. He just ripped my ass for being in Stone Vet's chat. Told all of his hammers to block me. Although I never really followed too much of him after that. But I'm thinking to myself, you can go in anybody's chat. It's none of your business. Anybody can go anywhere. I don't. I just. The more I thought about it, I was like, you got your nerve telling me I'm not allowed to be in someone else's chat? And I wasn't saying anything about him anyway. I got on, I said hi to Josh. We chit chatted a little bit. But one of Kaiser's spies saw me, reported me to the Grand Poobah, and I popped in and I said, hi. And, oh, he unleashed. Like he was, punishing me. But to sit and dictate to somebody, You are not allowed to be in anybody else's chat. Well, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Although, in a way, I do kind of miss seeing him. Especially when he, would brag. They can't do nothing to me. I'm untouchable. Oops. Especially the night before he got arrested. Oh, he was telling all of his subscribers, it's a status conference. I don't have to be there. Click. Wonder how he liked them silver bracelets. Because he's wearing them a lot now. I wonder if he's taking roll call every night. Cell 14, you hear? Yep, okay. How about Cell 7? You listening? Yeah, okay. I'm going to do my imaginary program now. Talking into a hairbrush. I wonder if they let him have sunglasses. I wonder if he's doing his sunglasses thing. You know, Linda, I could not believe the number of subscribers he had. And I mean, paying people that actually joined up. What was he getting? Was it $2.99 a month or $4.99 a month? All those people that were so mesmerized that paid him monthly to keep him going. It just boggles my mind. And then good old Glenn Harlow, 3, 4, 5 times a month with his $4.99 super chats. You know, he's like who the hell was that idiot? Koresh, mesmerizing people. Jim Jones. I wonder how many people are still sending him money. It would be interesting to find out. It would be interesting to find out. Oh, look at Jim Jones. What was it? 800 people that knew it wasn't Kool-Aid in that bowl and drank it anyway. I, to this day, just cannot understand how people could have walked up to that table and taken a cup of that Kool-Aid and said, "Here's to you, Jim." They knew what it was. They saw people laying down in the grass. They were like, oh, but my turn. And then what made it worse, the people that had kids and babies and walked up to that table and knew what they were doing. I just don't understand it. How you could be a parent and know what you are doing. Yeah. And the people that gave him fortunes. You know, people out in Beverly Hills with fucking mansions sell their mansion, go out to live in a fucking hut in the middle of nowhere, and give him all your money. That was like, who was the other wacko? Oh, God, I can't remember his name. He was a bald head. Believed space aliens were gonna rule the world or some shit. Same thing. He convinced all of his followers to. I guess I'll never understand it. I will never understand how one person can just take a hold of your mind and then convince you, like, uh-oh, the government's going to get us. Quick, drink the Kool-Aid. I guess I'm too much of a sissy. I'd be like, I don't think so. I'll pass, thank you. I'll just watch the rest of the people here take their last breath. I'll document it on camera for you. I guess I wouldn't have been a good follower. Shocking. Well, I had my good laugh for the night. I'm going to get a bunch of hate mail in the morning. Or somebody will email me a bunch of pictures. Oh, that's a scary thought. Open my email tomorrow and go, have band-aids on my eyes. I think it's about that time. As much as I'd like to keep going, I was having fun here. But it's that time, peoples. Oh, it's been a load of fun. Linda, thanks for sticking around. I hope we made you feel a little bit better. And everybody else, you made it a great night. We will meet again tomorrow night. With that, have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care.